If you woke up tired and you can't sleep in, you don't need motivation, you need a plan. The goal isn't to feel amazing, it's to feel functional, steady, and clear enough to get through the day without crashing. Bad sleep hits your brain first, then your mood, then your appetite, and finally, your focus. So we'll work in that order. First, you'll stabilize alertness fast, without borrowing too much energy from later. Then you'll protect your attention, so simple tasks don't feel impossible. Next, you'll manage hunger and cravings, because they're often just fatigue in disguise. And finally, you'll set up tonight, so one rough night doesn't turn into a rough week. None of this requires special supplements or a perfect schedule. It's about a few high-leverage moves at the right times. Think of it like damage control for your nervous system. Let's start with the first 10 minutes after you wake up, because that window matters more than most people realize. Moving to slide 2. Start with light, movement, and water. Simple, but powerful. Studies show bright light early in your day supports your circadian rhythm, which is your body's timing system. If you can, get outside for a few minutes. If you can't, use the brightest indoor light you have. Pair that with 2 minutes of easy movement, like walking around your space or doing gentle mobility. The point is not exercise. The point is telling your brain, we're awake now, without spiking stress. Then drink water, because mild dehydration can feel like brain fog and low energy. If you want a quick upgrade, add a pinch of salt and a squeeze of citrus, especially if you sweat a lot or you're a low breakfast person. Keep it calm and repeatable. When you're sleep deprived, your nervous system is already reactive. This first step should feel like switching on a system, not forcing it to perform. Moving to slide 3. Now let's talk about caffeine, because it can help, but it can also backfire. When you sleep badly, your brain builds up adenosine, a chemical that increases sleep pressure. Caffeine blocks the feeling of adenosine, but it doesn't remove it. That's why you can feel alert and then suddenly crash. A practical approach is delay and divide. Delay caffeine for about 60 to 90 minutes after waking, if you can, especially if you feel wired but tired. Then divide your intake into smaller doses instead of one big hit. For example, a half coffee now and another half later. Also, set a caffeine curfew. Many people do better if their last caffeine is roughly 8 to 10 hours before bedtime, but sensitivity varies. If you're sensitive, cut it earlier. The goal is to use caffeine as a tool for the morning, not a tax on tonight's sleep. Moving to slide 4. Bad sleep makes your attention fragile, so you need to reduce decision load. Pick one must-do task that makes the day easier, and one maintenance task that keeps life from piling up. That's it. Then use a simple focus container, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. During the 5 minutes, stand up, look far away, and breathe slowly. Studies show short breaks can help performance, especially when you're fatigued. Also, protect your environment. Close extra tabs, silence non-urgent notifications, and keep only what you need for the next step. Sleep loss increases distractibility, so you're not weak. You're working with different brain settings. If you feel mentally sticky, switch to low cognitive work. Organizing, replying to simple messages, or preparing materials. Save complex decisions for later, or for a better rested day when possible. Moving to slide 5. Food can either stabilize you or make you sleepier. After bad sleep, your body often handles glucose worse, and cravings get louder. A steady energy meal is usually built from protein, fiber, and some slow carbs. Think eggs with vegetables and whole grains, or yogurt with berries and nuts, or a rice and beans style bowl with extra vegetables. Protein matters because it supports satiety and steadier blood sugar. Fiber slows digestion and reduces the spike and crash pattern. If you're skipping breakfast, at least plan your first meal so it's not a random snack spiral. Also watch the heavy lunch trap. A very large, high-fat meal at midday can increase sleepiness. If you want something warm and filling, go for a moderate portion and add a short walk afterward. The goal is not dieting. It's keeping your energy curve flatter when your sleep didn't do that for you. Moving to slide 6. One of the fastest ways to feel more awake is to change your physiology, briefly. Try a cool plus breathe reset. Splash cool water on your face, or hold a cool can or cold pack wrapped in cloth against your cheeks for 20 to 30 seconds. This can feel like a quick system reboot. Then do slow breathing. Inhale through your nose for about 4 seconds, exhale for about 6. Repeat for 2 minutes. Longer exhales tend to nudge your nervous system toward calmer alertness, not jittery alertness. This matters because sleep deprivation often comes with more stress hormones and a shorter fuse. If you're heading into a meeting or a commute, this reset can help you show up more stable. It won't replace sleep, but it can reduce the fried feeling. Use it once or twice, not constantly, so it stays effective and doesn't become another thing to obsess over. Moving to slide 7. If you can't sleep in, the next best tool is a controlled nap, short and strategic. There are 2 nap styles that work well. First is the micro nap, around 10 to 20 minutes. It can improve alertness with less grogginess. Second is a full sleep cycle nap, around 90 minutes, if your schedule allows. What you want to avoid is the middle zone, like 30 to 60 minutes, which often drops you into deeper sleep and can leave you foggy afterward. Timing matters too. Napping late in the afternoon can steal sleep from tonight, especially if you already struggle to fall asleep. A good window is early afternoon, or roughly 6 to 8 hours after waking. If you can't nap, do a 10-minute non-sleep deep rest break. Lie down, eyes closed, and let your mind drift. It's not magic, but it can reduce perceived fatigue. Moving to slide 8. Bad sleep also changes how your body experiences stress. You're more reactive, and small problems feel bigger. So the skill is not be positive. It's lower the stakes. Use a simple script. I'm running on low sleep, so I'm going to do the next right step. That keeps you out of the spiral. Then reduce avoidable conflict. If a conversation can wait, delay it. If a decision can be simplified, simplify it. Studies link sleep loss to worse emotional regulation. So it's normal to feel more irritable. Also, watch your self-talk. When you label the day as ruined, you tend to behave like it is. Instead, aim for a B- day. Do the basics, keep promises you must keep, and let the rest be good enough. This is also a safety issue. If you're very sleepy, be extra careful with driving and any risky tasks. Moving to slide 9. Let's prevent the afternoon crash, because that's where most people lose the day. The crash is usually a mix of circadian dip, big meals, dehydration, and too much sitting. Start with posture and movement. Stand up at least once every hour, even for 1 minute. A short walk, a few stairs, or light stretching can bring your alertness up without needing more caffeine. Next, check hydration again. If your mouth feels dry or you've had a lot of coffee, water helps. Then, use light strategically. If you're in a dim environment, brighten it. If you can step outside for a couple minutes, even better. Finally, keep the next task small. When you're tired, starting is the hardest part. Tell yourself you'll do 5 minutes. Often, momentum carries you dalsha than motivation ever will. If you still crash hard, consider a 10-minute micro nap rather than a long caffeine chase. Moving to slide 10. If your sleep was bad, exercise can help, but intensity matters. A hard workout can improve sleep for some people, but it can also raise stress and make you feel worse if you're already depleted. A safer default is low to moderate intensity. A brisk walk, easy cycling, or light strength work with longer rests. You're aiming for circulation and mood support, not a personal record. Keep it short. 20 to 40 minutes is plenty. If you train later in the day, finish a few hours before bedtime, so your body has time to downshift. Also be careful with revenge workouts, where you try to punish the tiredness out of your body. That often backfires with soreness, hunger, and worse sleep. If you want a simple rule, when sleep is low, keep the session easy enough that you could hold a conversation. You should leave feeling better than when you started. Moving to slide 11. Here's the part most people miss. After a bad night, your best move is to protect the next night. Don't try to make up sleep by going to bed wildly early. That can lead to tossing and turning. Instead, Keep your wake time consistent and aim for a normal bedtime, maybe slightly earlier if you're truly sleepy. Also, avoid long late naps and keep caffeine earlier. In the evening, dim your environment and reduce stimulating inputs. You're trying to let sleep pressure build and let your circadian rhythm do its job. A simple wind-down routine helps. Same order, same cues. For example, light snack if needed, warm shower, prep for tomorrow, then a calm activity like reading. If your mind is racing, do a quick brain dump on paper, just enough to unload it. The goal is not perfect sleep. It's a stable pattern that makes good sleep more likely tomorrow than it was yesterday. Moving to slide 12. If you're lying in bed, tired but awake, don't turn it into a battle. Many sleep experts recommend a simple rule. If you've been awake long enough that you feel frustrated, get out of bed and do something quiet and boring in dim light. Then return when you feel sleepy again. This helps your brain keep the bed linked with sleep, not stress. Also, watch the clock. Clock checking trains your mind to perform, and sleep doesn't work like that. If you need a mental tool, try label and release. You notice a thought, like tomorrow will be awful. You label it as a thought, and you bring attention back to your breathing or a neutral sensation. It sounds small, but it reduces the mental wrestling. If you wake in the night, keep lights low, avoid your phone, and keep the response gentle. The goal is to make wake-ups shorter and less dramatic over time. Moving to slide 13, let's put it all together into a simple bad sleep day checklist. First 10 minutes, light, gentle movement, water. First caffeine, delayed if possible. Then split doses, and stop early enough to protect bedtime. Work strategy. One must-do, one maintenance task, and focus blocks with real breaks. Food, protein and fiber early, moderate lunch, and a short walk after bigger meals. Afternoon, stand up hourly, use light, and choose a micro nap over chasing caffeine. Evening, keep your wake time consistent, dim the environment, and follow a repeatable wind down. If you wake at night, keep it boring and low light, and don't negotiate with the clock. This is how you stay functional without digging a deeper hole. One bad night is common. The problem is the second and third night, when you overcompensate. If you want, leave a comment with your biggest energy struggle after bad sleep. A. Morning fog, or B. Afternoon crash. And if you'd like more practical sleep and energy frameworks, subscribe. This information is not a substitute for medical advice. Better recovery, better performance, better aging.